Another training video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use God of Destruction Beerus. Now obviously you can use his normal presets, use whatever one you want, but again I'm going with the custom variation. I'm going with a custom super soul, I'm going with custom super attacks, and I'm using these ultimates and that evasive. Now with his super soul I have on very well, and that is again these aren't mods or anything, so you can use very well on a custom Beerus, and I recommend doing that because you get free health back every time you perfect block. So let's just get right into it. And just as we did with Android 16, we're only going to stick with the triangle square combo, which again, in case you don't know what that looks like, that's this one. And again, we stick to that combo because you see as a see how those teleporting times, we are going to take full advantage of that. And again, we're going to use after image because that's a nice attack as long as you time it right. In key explosion and God of Destruction Wrath. Now we're going to use God of Destruction Wrath because as long as we do that same combo, one, that does massive damage, and two, if they try to vanish, they may still be in it. They might get out of it if they're fast enough, but that's why we have key explosion. That way it doesn't matter how fast they are, they're still going to be in it. So again, we can do the same combo, key explosion. Now with this character, unlike Android 16, we don't have eye beams, so it may be harder to touch them right after, but it's not impossible. But then again, I only do that when I need my opponent to waste stamina, because we're going to use this Beerus differently than we use Android 16. So, and here's why: because Android 16, it was all about, you know, keeping the infinites going because it did massive damage. Using key explosion, that way they waste stamina and they're still being your combo. Use eye beam to keep the combo connecting, right? That's what I use the Android 16. But with Beerus, you don't really need these super attacks, which is why I even have one max charge. I don't ever use maximum charge because I feel like that is a waste of a move that can, I mean, that's a waste of a slot, and that slot can be used to do like some massive damage to my opponent. But again, the way I use my Beerus, I don't really need to use super attacks. I don't really need ultimates either. I just have them for show. And yeah, so again, you don't really need too many super attacks. I don't need any at all the way I use them. And the way I use them is literally just basic attacks. So I just do triangle square combo. Now let me teach you something real quick, because when you're fighting the CPU, it won't show that it actually connects. So I might end up showing you like maybe a clip of me fighting an online person, that way you can see that it actually does work. But when you do this combo, as long as you throw that key blast right there, the key blast will actually go like over your opponent, so that means you can keep that combo going. So again, it doesn't work against CPUs, you know, just how, you know, just how the game has it. And maybe it's not supposed to work, but if that's a network problem, we're taking full advantage of it, because I guarantee when you do that exact combo, and then you key cancel out of it, it will go over your opponent, and that will leave them to your mercy because they're still in that animation of getting knocked back. So you just rush in, keep the same combo going, and as you can see, even when I just rush in, that's a hefty 4,000 damage right there. So if I do it twice, that's 8,000, so on and so forth. Now keep in mind, Beerus, unlike Android 16, you can key stun and key cancel with Beerus because his does not leave you in a stunned animation. But Beerus also have, now every character, okay, let me rephrase, most characters, like over 90% of the characters, all have a key cancel animation. I mean, a key cancel combo. And what a key cancel combo is, I'm sure you hear people say it all the time, or if you don't, then you're about to. A key cancel combo is what you do when you rush into your opponent and you try to attack them, and if for some reason it doesn't work the way you want it to, you cancel out of it, which is why it is called a key canceled combo. So let me show you. So let's say my opponent is like just one of those guard, you know, them block masters, right? So let's say I rush in, boom, he's blocking the whole time. Now if you don't key cancel, it will leave you stuck in this animation, and he can literally attack me if he wanted to. But as long as you key cancel, now, okay, actually let's get in the air, because with the CPUs, again, maybe it's not supposed to be this good, but for some reason CPUs doesn't register the same way how it does online. So let's try it. Yeah, it's not letting me. It's not it's not letting me show. Okay, I guess I'll just have to do it from the back. But yeah, so we'll just have to deactivate that guard. Now again, it works online, and I think I will just show you a fighting clip of me doing it. Yeah, but use the square combo to key cancel with Beerus, and what that looks like is you rush in with the square, as you can see right there, and then you just use a key blast and you back that way you can get out of that combo. So let me show you it again, just like that, just like that. Now again, you only use the key blast if it doesn't work, so you have to make that split-second decision to see, because you don't want to do this. See how he's actually in my combo, but then if you key stun him, he will roll out of it, and then that means that he's no longer in your combo, and that was a waste of a perfect opportunity to do massive damage, which is what a lot of rookie mistakes are. You know, a lot of rookies that they end up doing, they key cancel, then they will cancel out of it even though it worked. Again, you only use the key part when it doesn't work. So if you go in and they're blocking, you can key cancel out of it, which means you just throw out a key blast, you head in the opposite direction, and it'll look a lot like that. So just like that. His square triangle, so like if you did like this, that takes too long to do. So again, what you want to stick to with Beerus, you want to stick to that square key cancel. So again, it's just a square combo, and you key cancel out of it. Now Beerus, he's one of the few characters that also have an elbow, and what an elbow looks like is literally an elbow. He hits them with the elbow. Now the thing about that elbow is it leaves your opponent stunned, and it typically has frames that it should not have. So as long as you're fast, you know, you're moving around, your opponent's moving around, and then you rush in, hit him with that elbow, and there's nothing they can do about it, they'll be in your combo. Then again, you hit him with the triangle square combo, boom boom boom, key cancel, and then keep that combo going. Or if you think they're going to vanish, hit them with the key explosion, use it as much as you can. Now you can use a stamina bar to keep the combo going if you want. With the Beerus, I would do that. I would definitely do that if I felt safe enough doing it, because again, you know, it depends on your opponent, because some people you may not want to risk wasting stamina against, but if you find that using that one stamina bar is worth keeping that combo going, feel free to do it. And also he has the after image, so you know, as long as I time it right, don't need to take any damage, I could just pop an after image for one key bar, will be good. And again, our super soul is very well, so as long as you can perfect block, you'll be good to go. Yeah, other than that, I believe he has an unpunishable. Oh, yeah, he does have an unpunishable. If you switched out that full power energy wave, if you switched it to full power energy wave volley, then yeah, you could definitely use the triangle square combo, and then you can hit him with that unpunishable ultimate. And sphere of destruction, you only use that when you have your stamina breakdown, because if you don't have your stamina breakdown and you use it, they're either going to easily dodge it or they're going to break you, because as you can see, it takes a while to activate. So yeah, keep that in mind when using it. But I have these two ultimates combined, because when you use sphere of destruction, depending on how fast you are, you can hit him with the full power energy wave to keep him going. So as you can see, I was like basically at the start just like this, and throughout both ultimates, and it did almost 12,000 damage. So yeah, his ultimates aren't too powerful, but if you find yourself with the opportunity to get in with the heavy stamina break, you know, again, that's just that fast combo, then I would definitely do it and hit him with the sphere of destruction. That way you can at least get some massive damage in. And other than that, his grab looks like this. Sends them flying away far, so that's something nice about it. And headshot is it's an evasive, whereas if they're attacking you, so finger flick them in the forehead and it'll do it. That does a hefty amount of damage. But the thing is, most people don't know how to use it when your opponent's behind you, and I'm about to show you how. So because you definitely can. Now this applies to any evasive, whereas it typically only works in the front. You use this method, you can use it if they're on your left, your right, behind you, or in front of you. So what you do is, when you're in their combo, you lock off, right? And then when you're locked off, you're still being that combo. All you have to do now, let's say he's behind me, right? So let's say I'm getting attacked right now and I lock off. Now when I lock off, I'm going to be now remember, he's behind me, so it's going to look a lot like this because I'm locked off of him and he's still comboing me, right? All you do is you turn it into the desired direction and then you activate it. So again, all you have to do is, if he's attacking me from behind, because let's say he's attacking me from behind, right? If I use this, it's not going to do any damage. You can see he's still there, which means you will still be in his combo, in your opponent's combo. And so how you avoid that is, after you lock, you have to make sure you lock off, because it doesn't work if you lock on. So you have to lock off and then just turn your analog stick into the desired direction, which means the way your opponent is facing. So if he's behind you, you just pull it down. If he's on your left, you swing it that way. And then after you do that, just activate the headshot. So again, it looks a lot like this. So again, he's behind you, boom, just like that. And then you'll finger flick him, even though yes, he was behind you and technically you shouldn't be able to finger flick him, but as long as you know that method, which is you lock off, then you turn your analog stick into the direction your opponent is, you'll be good to go. Now that's how you use headshot even though they're behind you. I've covered the super attacks, how they're really not necessary but nice to have just in case. Ultimate, same way, not necessary but nice to have just in case. And again, use this variation with these stats. Have the very well I shall return time super soul. Yeah, it doesn't give you super armor, but it does give you a nice super soul if you can pull off a just guard. Oh, and also he has a nice fast back hit. It may not look it, but those kicks right there, yeah, that does good. That is a fast back hit. So as long as you keep that going, you'll be nice. You can keep them in like a back hit loop, which means every time they vanish, as long as you back hit on time, they'll still be in your combo, and then they'll end up wasting more stamina. But yeah, folks, again, we're just gonna stick with the triangle square combo, which is this one here. We're gonna use the square square cancel, which looks like this. Again, you only cancel out of it if it doesn't work. If you rush in with the square square and it works, just do, you know, the combo. Do the combo that you wanted to do. And again, not only does he have a square square cancel combo, he also has an elbow. So as long as if you don't feel comfortable doing the square square cancel, you can just use them like hit him with the elbow, you'll be good to go. Other than that, again, just like with Android 16, now not every character can do this, but if you jump triangle, you can activate the heavy stamina break. And then with that, hit him with the sphere of destruction. Now again, his stamina was fully charged. I did not heavy stamina break him when his stamina break was low or anything. So even when their stamina is like maxed out, and as long as you pull off that combo, you can still hit them with the sphere of destruction ultimate, even though it does take a while to activate. Yeah, that's just a fancy technique. Like with Android 16, I don't recommend using it unless you feel comfortable doing so. What you don't want to do is spend like the whole map, or like you get their stamina low and then you're like, okay, let's try to pull it off, because that might happen. You might not be close enough, and it's a risky thing to do. Only do it if you're fast enough. Only do it when you feel comfortable doing it. But other than that, yeah, that is how you use God of Destruction Beerus, because that is the best way to use him, and that is how I get my wins with him. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Probably a lot sooner than that. But yeah, folks, that is how you use God of Destruction Custom Beerus.